This is question number 6 of homework 9 for chapter 8. Initially, the market price is P equals 15 and the competitive firm's average variable cost is 18, while its average cost is 21. Should it shut down? Why? So we got 5 choices here. The firm should, depending on whether the firm should or should not shut down, and gives different reasons. So to answer this question, we should know that the shutdown decision is based on whether the variable cost is the average variable cost is greater or less than the price. It doesn't consider the fixed cost because we said in making the decision regarding the shutdown variable, we should only include the avoidable cost, but the fixed cost is already there, so it's not avoidable, so we should only consider the variable cost. So in making that decision, we should only compare the price with the average variable cost. So in this case, we can see that the average variable cost is $18 and the price is $15 because the average variable cost is greater than the price, hence we should shut down. So we just find the choice which matches our reasoning. So we should A, shut down because average variable cost is greater than the market price. That's actually exactly what we just said. Alright, so let's just check our answer. We're done. So go on. Now this firm's average variable cost increases by 2 at every quantity, while other firms in the market are unaffected. So even before the increase in the average variable cost, we say that the firm should shut down. So now the average variable cost further increases. So without any calculation, we should immediately know that the firm should continue to shut down. But that's not the first question which is being asked. The first question is the firm's average variable cost is now. So because the average variable cost increases by 2, so and the original level is 18, so 18 plus 2 is 20, so that's the current level of the average variable cost, and its average total cost should be because the other firms the average fixed cost shouldn't change. It doesn't mention anything about that, so the only thing that changes is the average variable cost. Because it increases by 2, that also means the average total cost will also increase by 2. So original level is 21, so now it should be 23. So check our answer. Fantastic. So now the final part, should this firm shut down? Why? As we already said, even without calculation, just because the average variable cost further increases, before that increase, the firm already shuts down. So if you increase the cost further, of course you should continue to shut down. So we just find out the choice which matches that reasoning. C, shut down because the average cost is greater than. It's not because of that, because as we said, we only compare average variable cost. You can see that's E, shut down because average variable cost is greater than the market price. We should choose E. Check our answer. So this is one version of the problem. So for other versions, you may encounter the different numbers for these variables: market price, average variable cost, and average total cost. So sometimes if you see that average variable cost is lower than the price, so initially you should not shut down. But then if the firm's average variable cost increases by some value, and after the increase, the new average variable cost turns out to be greater than the price, then you should shut down. So depending on different numbers for these values, your answer might be different. And this is just one version of the problem.